Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk about Gypsy Rose Blanchard dismissing herself from social media, so she claims, and we're also going to talk about her being cyberbullied. I had quite a few thoughts, so if you're interested, please keep watching. Alright you guys, so obviously there have been quite a few things going on over the last 24 hours. Gypsy Rose has gone from saying that she's being cyberbullied to using Bible verses to dismissing herself from social media. So I have a lot of conspiracies, I have a lot of thoughts, and I want to start out with her cyberbully post. She shared this and said, for educational purposes, as if she's in a seat to educate anybody. What is cyberbullying? According to law and legal definition, cyberbullying refers to any harassment that occurs via the internet, cell phone, or other devices. Cyberbullying comes in many variations: posting rumors, spreading gossip, both of which she had highlighted, defaming people, humiliating people. She also highlighted these types of cyberbullying usually result in other people changing their opinions about individuals based on the rumors spread. Her caption says, if you think the tea is just girl talk or harmless chatter, it's actually called cyberbullying. Let the one without sin cast the first stone is a quote from the Bible, John 8:7. Hashtag Gypsy Rose Blanchard. So let's start at the top. In all fairness, I must acknowledge that cyberbullying does exist on social media. It is something that I have acknowledged for 8 years, literally since the beginning of my channel. I have always acknowledged that there is such a thing as cyberbullying online. It is rare. Actual cyberbullying that can be proven in a court of law is rare, but it does happen. Now, as far as what she wanted to highlight, posting rumors and spreading gossip, you shouldn't lie on people. And I'm sure that there have been some lies that have been fabricated about Gypsy. But for the most part, 99% of what I have seen from content creators covering her is saying, I don't really know if I agree that she should be out here being treated like a celebrity. I don't know that she should even be out of prison. I don't like what she did to Nicholas Godejohn. I don't like that she literally used him to unalive her mother. I don't like that Nick is literally sitting behind bars for the rest of his life because of what Gypsy created. Now, as far as some of the rumors, like people saying that they don't think that she's pregnant, or that this is just a ploy for attention and it's being constructed by her. Yeah, those are rumors, but to me, that doesn't equate to cyberbullying. And I am so exhausted from people throwing around words like cyberbullying, harassment. These keywords are thrown around so often online, and it's a way to get people's attention. Because if you come on social media and you say that you're being harassed or you're being cyberbullied, people are most likely going to feel bad for you if they're not informed, or leave a nice comment. And the comment section on this video, oddly enough, is open. And it has a bunch of people saying, I'm sorry, Gypsy. So sorry for the hate that you're receiving. Stay strong. Stay strong. You tell them, honey. Sorry to hear. I'm sorry. I'm in shock. You go, girl. I agree with you. Sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay. Offering her what she thrives on. And in my opinion, if we're going to go on the truth, if you are saying that you're being cyberbullied, you need to tell people exactly what that is. Let's see the receipts. Because in my opinion, and in my mind, Gypsy Rose is a pathological liar who will do anything to get clicks, attention, views, and positive comments like this. And for her to throw in this Bible verse, am I offended by it? No, I'm not offended, and in fact, I'm really not even surprised. But that is so manipulative. To throw that in here when you're claiming that you're being cyberbullied, knowing that there are people that follow her that will look at this and think, this poor girl, she's just trying to do her best, and she's got this Bible verse and she's being cyberbullied, and they're going to feel bad for her because they see it like, oh, well, this is somebody who is following the Bible, so I can connect with them, and now I feel bad for them. Now let's get over to the other post that she put up. This, to me, again, it's screaming for attention. It's screaming for people to leave comments on this video because, again, this comment section is open. People begging her not to leave and or feeling bad for her and showing pity. I do not and will not feel bad or pity or sorrow for Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Not now, not ever. She posted, this was only a few hours ago, content update. I will no longer be posting personal content on this public platform. Since I was released, I have shared with supporters my hardships and achievements through the lens of social media. However, I find myself at a crossroads that leads me to desire a more private life, sharing with only my family and close friends these special moments. I greatly appreciate all the support and anyone who has ever stood by my side. I will keep posting updates on my new memoir, My Time to Stand, as well as our seasons with Lifetime TV. In addition to this public account, I have a private TikTok and Instagram at Cajun Heart of Mine, and will only accept requests from those I personally know. This decision was made with consideration to the well-being of my own mental health, that as well as the overall well-being of my family and my daughter. We are all doing very well and are in good spirits, excited for our futures moving forward. Thank you. Lots of comments saying, see you in a few hours, see you next week. Do you promise? This is the 4th time. She'll be back. Lots of people happy, but also a lot of people saying, that they don't want her to leave. One thing I will say is somebody has that username on TikTok, and it's not Gypsy Rose. It's a public anti-Gypsy Rose account, so I don't know, just putting that out there. It makes sense why she was deleting content. She was deleting content, number one, obviously, to get people talking, but number two, I do think that in the back of her mind, she was considering posting this, and that's why some of the content came down. She even got rid of the belly band video. Someone in a recent video where I was talking about her deleting content, someone said, oh, well, you should be happy. You shouldn't be upset because that means that she's not exploiting her pregnancy for attention online anymore, and you should be happy about that. If that's the true reason why, is because she wants to protect her child, I could get on board with that. But I don't think that it is to protect her child. I think that she came out of prison, she was messy. People really started educating themselves on her case and what she did to Nick, and said, I'm shifting my perspective on this and I'm going to talk about it openly. And that conversation got bigger and louder and continued to grow to the point where she could no longer handle the fact that there were hundreds of thousands of people either making videos or leaving comments saying, Gypsy Rose is a diabolical gremlin. And I think eventually it got to her. People like Gypsy love attention. She wants positive attention on her at all times. I don't think she's going away from social media forever. I think this is a very quick, made in the last week or so decision. It's going to get people curious. It's going to get people maybe even feeling bad for her because she's talked so much about how this has impacted her mental health. And therefore, when she comes back, whether it's in a week or a month or whatever, she knows that there are some of those people that will say, oh, I'm so glad that you're not letting the haters get to you. Welcome back. Now, as far as my personal feelings on this, I hope she does go away. Go away. I mean, I never really asked her to be on social media anyway, but you have made a complete catastrophe of everything that you've said and done. You have used people and pawned them off. Nick, her mother, Ryan, her old cellmate, Rachel Garlick. Everybody is useful to her until they are no longer useful. And then they are abandoned like trash. Or, unfortunately, like Dee Dee, she lost her life. So I don't care, and I don't have any emotion tied to whether or not Gypsy is online or not. I do think it's interesting that she's going to continue to shill her book and her show and things that make her money. But I do think that you should get off social media. Some people have also been speculating, is this because she might have lost her baby? And I hope that it's not because of that, but I also don't believe anything that Gypsy says. And if she comes back and says something like that, all of those speculations that she was never pregnant to begin with are going to make a lot of sense. It's always very telling for me because the people that so quickly come out and scream cyberbullying, harassment, you guys are, ruining my mental health. People that are so quick to say that are usually the ones that are most toxic. And they are the ones that are creating a lot of mess. Because like I said, actual cyberbullying is very, very rare. Like I've said with other people, if you are claiming that you're being cyberbullied and harassed, then why not show any piece of proof that you have to be able to back up these claims? Because to claim that you're being cyberbullied is actually a really big deal. And I would like to see proof, especially when it's a pathological liar saying so. So either way, if Gypsy Rose has made the decision to cancel herself and get off of social media and not post her pregnancy stuff and her child anymore, then good riddance. Because her content was never for me. I found it off-putting. I find it very distasteful the way that she has held herself and carried herself since her prison release. And there were people that were willing to give her a shot, but you keep saying you want to be an advocate and you've done nothing but create mess and play the victim and exploit your pregnancy and clap back at people and say, my man wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole, and calling people haters and trolls. And now we have worked our way to the final chapter where she is actually saying that she's being cyberbullied. And I find it to be atrocious and embarrassing. So we'll see what happens next. But I don't care if she's on social media, off social media, because anybody with a decent moral compass knows exactly why Gypsy has zero good qualities about her. But we'll see what goes on from here. For now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.